Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and joining me for my freezer meal workshops. I am not advocating any specific company or any specific food or anything like that. I am just sharing with you some things that I was going to do for my family, and I thought, hey, while I'm doing it, I'm going to do a video, share it with other people, just because you might want some easy meals to make, and we go ahead and have them in your freezer, and that way it makes it easier in the evenings. You can just grab one out in the morning, stick it in your refrigerator, let it thaw out, or the night before, and let it thaw out while you're at work or wherever, and then cook it that night. Some of them also may end up being some crock pot meals, but most of them it'll be all kinds of different things that I'm going to do. I'm only going to post one each week, and that way the videos won't be too long, but feel free to share them. I will put the recipes down in the comments, so you'll know how to make them and all the ingredients as well, if you don't want to keep backing up and going forward in the video. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to write the name of the recipe on the outside of your bag. I have forgotten to do that before. It's very awkward and hard to write on a bag that already has food in it, especially if that food is already starting to get the bag cold. It kind of doesn't write real well. So anyway, take your marker, write that on the outside. We're making grilled chicken fajitas in this bag, and I've already pre-cut the chicken just to make it a little bit faster for you guys, because I know y'all don't want to sit here and watch me cut chicken. I don't know. Put in the comments below, because as I make these videos, I can tweak things and do things a little bit differently. And yes, I am going to be making a few tonight, so you'll see me in the same shirt, but I'm going to post them at separate times so that you guys can don't get overwhelmed with all the recipes at one time. If you do want to see them, let me know, and I can maybe send you the videos. Anyway, I will post them and let you guys get those, but if you want them all at once, we'll see what we can do. But right now, I'm doing the grilled chicken fajitas. So the first thing that it said was 3 boneless chicken, skinless chicken breast, cut into strips. So I went ahead and cut them into strips. They're right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop them into the bag. That's the first thing we're going to do. Make sure when you're doing, if you're doing freezer meal recipes from your own, or doing freezer meals from your own recipes, read through the recipe first so you know what can go together in the bags and what needs to wait. So the first thing in this recipe, it said to combine it said grapeseed oil. I'm using avocado oil. That's also a healthy oil. Just a FYI of something I've learned over the last few years when I've been studying eating healthy and cooking healthy and things like that, is sometimes recipes will suggest virgin olive oil or some type of olive oil. Just know that olive oil does not have a high heat tolerance when you're cooking. So a lot of times olive oil was really made for like cold recipes, like salad dressings and things like that, because olive oil will actually kind of evaporate in your pan. If you've ever tried to cook with olive oil and you're like, oh, why is everything still sticky? It's because olive oil just went poof, it's gone. Anyway, grapeseed oil is really good. Avocado oil is good. Coconut oil is good. I may use some coconut oil in some of my other recipes, but tonight I'm using avocado oil. So it said to combine the avocado, or the grapeseed oil, but I'm using avocado oil, and it's 1 tablespoon of that in this part of it. Now I'm looking at the directions now. On the ingredients, it's going to tell you you need 2 tablespoons, but you need to save 1 tablespoon for when you're cooking, because that's what you need in the pan. So this is going to be the one here in with the chicken. And I'm going to use, I do not sell Norwex, but I do think that they are amazing. So I'm going to walk this out with my Norwex. Well, you can research that on why I think they're amazing. But anyway, with my little Norwex thing. Alright, so I also need 1 lime juiced. And I did not pre-juice this, so I'm just going to squeeze this in here. Depending on how much, my family is not a crazy exciting lime person, so I'm going to squeeze like half of this in here. and get all of it squeezed in. And you're going to hear my guys talking in the background. Hopefully not, but they're being silly back there. That's all right. Y'all can join me and help if you want. Nope, they're not wanting to do that. All right, so I'm just going to do half a lime. You can do a whole lime or half a lime. Just depends on what you like. My family's not crazy about lime, so I'm going to give about half of it in there. It also called for 1 clove of garlic minced. And I am not good at mincing garlic and all that stuff. So I'm just going to use already minced garlic. And so I'm just going to scoop. Actually, I'm going to make sure I don't need this. I am going to need this. So I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to scoop a little bit of that garlic in. As you can tell, I don't know how much the clove is, but it's not a whole lot, about that much. But my family does like garlic, so even if I get a little too much garlic, it'll be okay. So I've got garlic, minced garlic in there. Let's see. The garlic, the lime juice, the grapeseed oil, or the avocado oil, cumin, and oregano. So I've just bought generic cumin in here. I would say look for the cleanest, healthiest that you can find. And it calls for a half a teaspoon of cumin. So we're going to do a half a teaspoon of cumin. Tap that off. We don't want too much. Cumin is not one you want to get too much of. So we've got a half a teaspoon of cumin. Top back on. And then a half a teaspoon of oregano. Did not pre-open. Wipe this out just a little bit. Get all that cumin out of there. Half a teaspoon of oregano. Just stick a little bit because I got that little damp from the rag. It's okay. Woo. And then, let's see. And the chicken strips. So all of that is in this bag, ready. And this is how you can mix it all up. You just squish the bag and squish all of those ingredients around with the chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and zip that up so I don't end up accidentally squishing it out. So squish it, get all the air out of the bag, and then you just squish it around. And all of those ingredients are going to be on that chicken. And as they freeze, these ingredients will already be on your chicken. And then when they thaw out in the refrigerator, ready for you to cook them, they're going to marinate in that. And it's going to be so good because it marinates right into everything. So here's the second thing I'm going to do to make things easier on me. I'm all about making things easy. Use the knife and cut this open. I actually did not cut up my own peppers and onions. I found these frozen, and they're perfectly fine to use frozen. Trying to make life easy for me and for you if you want to try this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and put the amount of onions and peppers that I need into the bag. And it says 1 onion, 2 bell peppers. So you put in here about as much as it looks like. Not really measuring stuff. I do measure something. Some things I'm just going to eyeball on here. So I'm going to put these in a separate bag. I'm not going to mix them in because it says to cook these separately in the recipe. And I don't have any chicken on here, so I'm not really worried about that because I could put that over somewhere else. So these are supposed to be sauteed separately in some of the oil, and then you could mix them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another Ziploc bag in order to have all this together in the freezer, and I'm going to write on the outside of this one too. Chicken fajitas. And then I'm going to stick them in this bag. and they're ready to go straight into the freezer. So you can get your other ingredients that it calls for, that are fresh, and just have them ready. Like it calls for lettuce and tomatoes, fresh avocado, cilantro, and salsa. So you can have all that ready in the fridge when you're ready to cook this. But this is the hard part. This is what takes the most time. So there we go. It's all ready. Goes in the freezer. Get it out maybe the night before and let it thaw out, and then you're ready to cook it that evening. So that's all for this one. Make sure you come back and watch another one of my freezer meals videos, and I'll see you later.